All right, I want to show you guys something. So I was talking in the other video about stocks and how you can grow and all that and what you can do with fractional shares. I want to show you guys a real world example. And this is a lesson that I learned. So when I first got into the stock market, I was using two different apps. I was using the Robinhood app and I was using the Stash app. I ended up not liking the Stash app, so I pulled my money out. So I was invested in a few different stocks in the Stash app. I had about $500 in there. I realized I liked Robinhood better, so I pulled my money out. Now, right as I was pulling it, no, the reason why I was using Stash is because at the time they were the only ones. Robinhood wasn't allowing fractional shares. Stash was. So I was using Stash to get the fractional shares. So I pulled everything out. I pulled the 500 out because I just wasn't feeling the site. For different reasons, I'll get into that later. So I said I'm going to take that 500 and put it into the Robinhood app, right? So I decided to leave $45 in the Stash app, and I said, let me get Tesla. At the time, I wasn't invested in Tesla at all. At the time, Tesla was around $153. And for me at the time, it was a lot. You know, I'm just like, I can't spend that much on one share. Even though I had put it into other shares, you know, I had more money into other shares, I was just still learning. So trust me, I learned my lesson, but listen. So I left the $45 in there. It was actually $45.11, okay? I left that in there, took the rest out. Now, me not knowing, I just said, all right, let me just get Tesla. Let me just, you know, I'll leave that little bit so I can monitor it and check it out and see what happens. Tesla starts rising. And I'm not paying much attention to it, and I'm not paying attention to the Stash app. So it started rising and rising. Now, it's been about a year. Tesla has gone through the roof and it's still going crazy. Now, that $45 that I put into Tesla at the time, Tesla rose 769% in the last year. 769%. That is incredible. That is not normal, but that's what it did. So that $45 that I initially invested is currently worth $240. So think about that. So now again, this isn't normal, but it is an idea of what can happen, especially over time, and especially if you do pick the right stock. So every day, now mind you, I'm invested in Tesla now, and I've been making a pretty decent return. But if I would have got in when it was $153, and let's just say I kept that same 500 that I was pulling out, and I just diverted it into Tesla, think about how much I would be up now. So again, that $45 that I put into it is now currently worth $240. That's what you can do with fractional shares. Now take that and think about if you're putting significant amounts of money into the market, how stuff can grow, how stuff can compound over the years. Now, every single day I kick myself. I wish I would have put that. If I know what I knew now, I would have put that 5 into it, and I would have put a lot more. But, you know, you live and you learn. And I've actually done that a few other times. You know, similar situations where I wish I put more money into something, and then it skyrocketed. But I just wanted to show. So for me, I haven't put any money in yet because I've just been leaving it, and I just want to see what this does because it's like a case study for me at this point. And it just intrigues me. So it just went up crazy. So again, I just want to show you guys a real world example. If you're saying I don't have any money and I'm not going to make any money off of the stock market, this shows you that you can take a little bit of money and grow it. And this should be an incentive to put more money in. So just think about that. People talk about the stimulus. You know how many people that I know that took their stimulus check and put it into, the stock market, and some of these people, they put it into the right things. When they got that initial stimulus check, they put it into the right things. Their money doubled and tripled and quadrupled. And these, I'm not saying just, take your stimulus check, but you have to start investing, okay? A lot of people was worried about getting the stimulus. A lot of people don't understand if you have a small business or if you just have a business in general. There's so many, they're giving out the PPP loans, they're giving out the EIDL loans, there's all types of loans, there's grants, there's all types of stuff. So while you're sitting around worried about a $600 stimulus check, businesses are getting loans from the government. So this is more incentive why you should put yourself in a position to have your own business and take advantage of all these things out there. Businesses don't get taxed the same way we get taxed privately with our own regular finances. It's a whole different tax scale. We actually, as regular citizens with our personal money, get taxed way more than businesses do. So these are incentives. There's so many different deductions that you can write off if you have a business. Tons of them. This is why Trump, they say he wasn't paying taxes, or he paid $750 or whatever it was, and that was just like the filing fee or whatever. A lot of people are mad about that, but the thing is, he understands the tax codes and the laws and all the deductions and all that, so he takes advantage of these things legally. Same thing, a lot of people say Amazon, they don't pay no taxes. Amazon makes billions of dollars and they pay zero taxes. People get mad. People are like, oh, they're crooks, they're this and that. No, they're taking advantage of the legal things that are put in place for businesses to take advantage of. So instead of getting mad, instead of hating on people, learn the game and put yourself in the same position. Now, as I'm telling you this, I've been trying to learn all of this stuff for the past year. I'm still learning, I'm still figuring out. I'm trying to really, really learn that whole game so I can take advantage of it. And you have to put yourself in these positions. You can't sit around and watch other people in these big corporations and say, I can't do it, that'll never be me. And then hate on them because they're thriving, hate on them because they're rich and they're making billions and they're not paying taxes. If they're not doing anything illegal, then they're taking advantage of the legal things that are put in place for them to utilize. Take advantage. Put yourself in the game. A lot of people don't even know, which I'm not going to get deep into. You got to do this research for yourself, but it's very easy to start a business. And in some cases, you know what? I'm not. Trust me. Just look it up. Do your research. There's a million different things that you can do. And you can take advantage of these things. There's so much credit stuff that you can take advantage of. There's business credit, aside from personal credit. There's so many things, so much information out there that's available to you to thrive, to succeed. I said this in a few other videos. When people say they don't have the money to start a business and this and that, there's grants, there's loans. Get your personal credit up, and then you can also build your business credit. There's so many things you can do. There's so much information out there. You just have to take the time to invest your time to seek this stuff, to learn this stuff, and then to put it in motion. There's no reason at this point for everybody to be, again, when the pandemic hit, so many people lost their jobs. So many people still are out of work. You see all these videos with people on these food lines. It's a shame. But people, start your own business. Find some sort of side hustle. Because I said this before, what's going to happen if something happens again? Whether you are out of work now or whether you end up being out of work later for whatever reason. What's going to happen if you find yourself in that situation? There's only so long unemployment, if you're getting unemployment, is going to last. And that's not enough. That's not something you want to live off of. That's not something you want to, just trust me. Start changing your course. Start rearranging the way you think. Start changing your habits. If you have people around you that are negative or don't believe, get from around them. Get around people that are positive. Get around people who have the same similar mindset. If you're around people that are broke, they're just as broke as you or they're broker than you, you're never going to move forward because people don't have that type of mindset. You might have to change your surroundings as you're trying to change your mindset. Think about that. There's so many things out there to utilize. Man, I just hope that helps, man. Get into the stock market, get into real estate, start a business, do something. Just get on your grind. Anything. Just make it happen. Again, there's so many resources out there. If you hit me up in the comment section, or not even in the comment section, send me a DM, send me an email, and if you're really looking for resources, I can direct you to certain resources. If you want to start an LLC, if you need an EIN number, if you need to get a business credit, if you need to fix or establish personal credit, all of that stuff. I'm not going to do the work for you, but I can direct you to where you can go to get this information. It's out there. You just have to take advantage and make it happen. That's it, man. Salute.